Hello, Stampin' friends. Today we're going to look at one of the new suites in the brand new annual catalog for 2023-24. It's called Bright and Beautiful and features this set called Beautiful Balloons. Here's the new catalog. I'd love to show you inside, but I can't. I'm not allowed. If you would like to get your hands on one of these early, all you have to do is be a demo. You can sign up under me and get access to these things early, and you get to order things early. It's awesome. So let me know if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, and I will help you out with that. So we're going to be making this card today, this birthday card, using parts of the suite. So we have the stamp set, we have the beautiful balloon dies, and I love this because it comes with stars in two sizes and this nice label die, which I didn't use on this one because I didn't like the tag. And this is a really cool die where you can actually like do some paper weaving, or it just puts a really neat pattern in the paper. I'm sure I'll get to those. And then of course the stamp set. What also comes with this suite is the designer paper. And it is 6x6 and features some really awesome papers. And one of the things I love is it has all of these new colors coming out. Stampin' Up! Did a complete color refresh this year. So we have brand new colors like Lemon Lolly, Lemon Lime Twist, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock. This is a new one called Azure Afternoon. We have Misty Moonlight is back as a returning favorite. Berry Burst, which is what we're going to be using today on the card, along with the Azure Afternoon. And this is Bubble Bath. Love the name of that, new and pretty pink. So lots of the new colors here. And I'll just kind of show you some. These would make beautiful backgrounds. I used the blue one on the card we're gonna make today. We've got some festive stripes in the Lemon Lolly. There's some of the Lemon Lime Twist, the Lost Lagoon, Azure Afternoon. We're gonna be using one of those today. I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. And this really, really pretty and festive stripe. Again, showcasing those new colors. The other side, they're always double-sided, so you have some choices. Sometimes it's hard to decide which side to use. Look at the beautiful stars. Love how this kind of changes that gradual shading. Got some fun circles. Those really cool little like herringbone. Fun dots. Polka dots. Love this. Look at how those colors blend together. Can't wait to come up with something for that. Some more stripes and some more stars. So what we're going to need is the other side of this. So we're using both sides of this particular sheet to make our card. Okay, so I'm just going to take out one of those. Our card base is going to be in Azure Afternoon. And I really like this blue. It's a lot brighter than some of their past blues have been. So it's a nice festive color for a birthday card. And we're just gonna make our card base at 5.5. And then we're gonna go ahead and fold that using the scoring blade. I find if you do a little bit further this way, it does a better job of matching up. There we go. Gonna get my bone folder. So I'm gonna show you another use for your bone folder. Sometimes your ink pads that you get are a little bit too juicy, and you can actually use your bone folder to help you out with that without losing any of your ink. So that's our card base. Next, we're going to get that beautiful Berry Burst new color. I have a small piece there. And we're going to cut that just at 5 3/8 because we just want a little of that blue to show around the corner. So, whoops, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So you see when that goes on there, that's just going to just give a little bit of that blue showing. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my 2 DSP pieces. So you see how this goes from the pink to the blue. So you want it to kind of have both of the colors in there. So you have to make sure when you cut your DSP on this first cut that you are cutting this way. Because if you cut this way, you won't get the nice gradual switch. So I'm going to need 2 3/4 by 5 1/4 on this top piece. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that at 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to cut off the pink side to make it 5 1/4 so that I'll still have pink to blue. So that's for the top piece. And then the bottom is just the flip side, and I'm going to do that at also 2 3/4 inches. I like a nice big overlap. And that's going to give me a nice little strip that I can use on the inside of the card. Oh, and that needs to be by 5 1/4 as well. Okay. There's my card base. So I'm going to adhere the blue first. Now for this piece, I wanted something a little decorative. So this is in the Color and Contour dies. That will look like this, and they are still available in the new catalog, and it's this one. These dies are really versatile. You will use them on a lot of things. And I'm just gonna take it and cut it out right at the bottom. So now we have this festive cut, and we're ready to glue that on right on top of that. So that's the base of the card. So what we need to do now is do some stamping. So we're gonna make 3 balloons, and we're gonna use the Azure Afternoon for the blue and the Berry Burst for the pink. Now, sometimes when you get your stamp pads, they are too juicy. They have too much ink. So I used to take, like, absorb some of it on like copy paper, but then I saw this great tip. So let me get my Stampin' mat here. And some whites. So this stamp pad was indeed too inky. So that was kind of bubbling up on the stamps, which doesn't look good. So let me go ahead and get my stamp. So I'm going to be using this one. I need to get my block. Okay, got my block, have my stamp. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, remember, kiss, 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 and put that on. So I don't really like the way that looks. It's a little too inky for me. So what you can do is you can take your bone folder and just move the ink out of the way. That way it's still there when you need it, and actually it'll absorb back in a few hours. So you'll have to do this like every time, but it's better than throwing away the ink. You're just moving it to the side. Now, do this again. Kiss, kiss, kiss. And I'm gonna stamp. Now maybe that's a little too light. Let's try again. Let me see. There we go. Kind of look at what I did. That's pretty close. I like that one. Now you could use the dark one, but this is a way that you can decide which color you want to use. So I'm going to do the same thing for the blue. The Azure Afternoon. Just need to clean this. Okay, my stamp is clean. So I'm going to go ahead and do a blue balloon just with my stamp pad. Oh, I love that. I don't think I'm going to move that at all. And then I'm going to do it again. Let's see. Ooh, that looks nice. I'm going to go ahead and move it. Just see what happens. Maybe get a different shade of blue. Because I do have 2 blue balloons. So maybe I'll use that one. It's a little lighter. I'm pretty picky. Ooh, that's a nice one. So I think I like these 2. Okay, let's close this up. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut them out, the ones I want to use. So now we need the sentiments. So I love the sentiments here. It's not all birthday. So you could do a yay you did it, so thrilled for you. Let's get our celebration on. I think it's time for a celebration. So this is a versatile set for any kind of celebration. And we are going to go with the birthday, however. That's not birthday. This is hard to read them upside down and backwards. Okay. Happy birthday to you. So we're gonna stamp that in the Berry Burst. Nice, I like it. Okay. Now the dies that I'm using to cut out the happy birthday and the mat that goes under happy birthday. I'm using these, and these are the, you look at the name, Something Fancy dies. So I buy these magnet sheets on Amazon. I love them. I like keeping my dies on them because eventually they don't stick to that tape that they come with. So this will be for the sentiment. And then this is for the mat for the sentiment, because I like matting my sentiments. Okay, now we're ready to put this together. We're gonna set up our balloons, blue, red, blue. And then we'll start gluing them from the bottom up. Using my Tombow. One dot does a lot. There's one. 2, 3. Now, I looked at putting the strings like this, And you could do that. Last night I decided that it looked better that way. Hubby said it looks better this way, but I don't know, I'm kind of liking it that way. I think I'm gonna put it on top. And then just a little bit there. And put it there. Whoop. Now, let's go ahead and glue this on. Always use liquid glue for this so that you can maneuver it a little bit if you don't get it on just right. Not that I'm a perfectionist or anything. I am such a perfectionist. Nice. And then to adhere that, I'm going to use dimensionals. Around here somewhere. There they are. Just going to use 2. To give it that dimension. And voila. Now y'all know, if you watch me, that I like bling. However, I really think that the DSP is the bling for this one because it's just so pretty that I didn't want to take away from it. But these dots would be perfect for this card because you have the blue and you have the pink here. So you could definitely maybe put something here or here. I experimented with putting the happy birthday up here and then some dots down here, but I really didn't want to take away from the confetti paper because it's just so pretty. So for the inside of the card, I go simple, and I just like to put a little bit of the matching DSP at the bottom of some white cardstock. So that'll be 5 1/4 by, that's 5 1/4 by 4. And then remember, we had this left over, and I love it because it has the gradual changing of the color. And I want to cut off the pink side. So 5 1/4 there. Use some liquid glue. I think I'm gonna go pink to blue, just like I did on the front. You just adhere that to the bottom. Using liquid glue so you can slide it a little if it doesn't match up, like right there. Beautiful, beautiful. And now we're ready to adhere. And it just kind of ties the front to the middle of the card, the center. It gives you a lot of room still to write your nice sentiment, or stamp a sentiment if you like. I like to write in mine. And there you go. Cute, simple, but very attractive happy birthday card that you could definitely do some variations with. So if you have bought from me in the past year, you're going to be getting your catalog very soon. That has gone out in the mail if you've bought from me in the past year. So we'll be checking the mail for that. If you'd like a tracking number, just let me know. Send me an email. I'll send you the tracking number on that. But it looks like you're going to be getting those in a couple days if you haven't already gotten it. So enjoy the catalog. I know it's so exciting. And again, if you want to get your hands on this catalog and some of these beautiful sets that you can pre-order if you're a demonstrator, I would love to have you on my team, Stampers on the Run. You get the Paul McCartney theme there, right? Live and let stamp. And Stampers on the Run. I'm a huge, huge, huge Beatles fan. Love Paul McCartney. I've seen him in concert 13 times. Love him. All right, Stampers. Hope you have a fantastic day. And I will see you soon.